Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. So, tatalakayin po natin ngayon yung topic na Accounting Books, General Journal, General Ledger. So, ito po yung topic natin sa Fundamentals of Accountancy, Business and Management 2. So, before that po, ako po si Teacher JM ng Ilocos Norte Division. So, nagtuturo po ako ng ABM subjects. So, ito po yung mga learning competencies na tatalakayin po natin ngayong umagang ito. So, number 1 is differentiate the journal from the general ledger. Number 2 is determine the normal balance of an account. Number 3 is prepare journal entries to record basic business transactions. So, magsimula na po tayo ngayon. So, punahin po natin yung arranging correctly. So, ito po yung game. So, meron tayong mga accounting process or accounting cycle process. Then, titignan natin kung ano yung mauuna dito hanggang sa pahuling solution. So, ito yung mga accounting process natin. So, ano kaya yung mauuna dyan? Okay. So, ang mauuna dyan ay yung of course, yung analyzing transactions, di ba? So, yung analyzing. So, mag-analyze muna tayo ng mga transactions. Next is, after na-analyze, yun yung tinatawag na journalizing. So, i-refer na natin sa general journal. So, tatalakayin natin mamaya kung ano yung tinatawag na general journal. And then, third is, posting to the general ledger. So, pagkatapos mong ma-journalize, i-post mo na siya or i-classify mo na siya in the general ledger. Then, after the general ledger, sasummarize natin through the unadjusted trial balance. So, after unadjusted trial balance, ano yung susunod? Okay, so, the adjusting entry. So, kailangan natin i-adjust yung mga accounts. For example, yung mga prepaid accounts, yung mga unearned income, accrued expenses, yung mga i-adjust natin. So, pagkatapos ng adjusting entries, gagawin tayo ng worksheet. So, yung worksheet, ang susunod dito or yung susunod na gagawin pagkatapos ng adjusting entries, makikita ito sa worksheet. So, ito yung adjusted trial balance. So, makikita doon sa third column or yung third column sa worksheet. So, debit, credit, and then sa third column, debit, credit naman. So, next is the preparation of financial statements. So, mag-base po tayo ngayon sa adjusted trial balance in order for us to prepare the 4 financial statements. So, ano yung mga financial statements na to? So, yung statement of income, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flows, and statement of financial position. Next is, okay, closing entries. So, meron tayong i-close yung mga nominal accounts at yung mga revenues and expenses. So, yun yung mga nominal accounts or temporary accounts. After closing entries, yun na yung post-closing trial balance. And last but not the least is the reversing entries. Pero optional po sa mga cases. Okay. So, let's go to our topic discussion. So, number 1 is the differentiate the journal from the general ledger. So, i-differentiate natin kung ano yung general journal at ano yung general ledger. So, ano nga ba yung general journal? So, it is the book of original entry. Bakit kaya original entry? So, ito kasi yung unang book kung saan nire-record natin yung mga transactions. So, i-discuss ko mamaya kung paano natin ginagawa yung general journal. And then, the general ledger, ito yung susunod na gagawin natin, which is the book of final entry. Kung lahat ng transactions na nai-record sa general journal ay i-record din natin or i-classify natin siya sa general ledger or yung tinatawag din nating T account. Okay, so ito yung example ng form ng general journal and general ledger. So, marami-raming forms. Depende sa style ng mga forms. So, ito yung general journal. So, nandito, makikita natin dito yung date. Then, next column would be accounts title and explanation. Then, the reference number or the folio. And then, on the fourth column, debit column. And then, on the fifth column, the credit column. So, sa date, ilalagay natin yung date of the transaction. And then, sa accounts title and explanation, ilalagay natin doon yung mga account title na may debit at may credit. And, of course, yung konting explanation natin tungkol sa transaction na yon. And then, sa reference number, ilalagay natin doon yung account code or yung reference number ng bawat account. And, so, debit column or debit column, ilalagay natin yung amount ng account title na debit, and then the credit column, ilalagay natin yung amount ng account title na may credit. So, wag po natin kalimutan yung peso sign because that is the currency in the Philippines. Next is the general ledger. So, sa general ledger, meron tayong makikitang account title and the account number. And then, same lang din pero may balance nga lang. So, first column is the date. Next is the explanation. Third would be the reference number. Then, the debit column, the credit column, and of course, the balance column. So, i-classify lahat natin yung mga transaction na nai-debit at credit sa general journal. For example, yung cash, titingnan lahat natin yung mga cash transactions, then i-record natin into a single general ledger. So, bawat account meron siyang general ledger. Okay, next is determine the normal balances of an account. So, let's try to determine the balances or the normal balances of each account. So, ito yung tinatawag nating T account. So, merong left side, merong right side. So, on the left side would be the debit side and on the right side would be the credit side. Ano kaya yung debit? So, amount and the account is to be entered on the left side column. And then, credit on the left side, on the right side right side column. So, ito yung T account. So, meron tayong left side which is the debit and the right side which is the credit. So, for example, itong cash. Ano ba yung cash na tinatawag natin? So, yung cash, ito ay pagmamayari ng company. So, it is an asset. So, ano kaya yung normal balance ng asset? So, ang normal balance ng asset ay okay, so debit. So, i-debit natin. So, if we want to increase asset, punta tayo sa normal balance niya, which is debit. So, pag mag-increase yung cash, i-debit natin siya. And then, next is accounts payable. Ano yung accounts payable? Ulit. So, familiar na kayo dito. The accounts payable is utang ng company or business na outside creditors. So, ang normal balance ng utang or liability ay credit. So, pag mag-increase yung utang natin or yung accounts payable, i-credit natin. So, pag mag-increase yung liability, next is office supplies. Ito yung pag-aarihin ng kumpanya or business. So, ito yung ginagamit natin or Okay, ito yung summary niya. So, pag assets, drawing, and expenses, i-debit natin. Pag liability, capital, at revenue, i-credit natin. So, pag normal balance na tinatawag, dun siya mag-i-increase. So, pag gusto mong mag-increase sa asset, punta ka sa normal balance, which is debit. Pag gusto mo namang mag-increase sa capital mo, punta ka sa normal balance niya, which is credit. So, ilagay mo dun. Okay, so let's try this account. So, asset, sinabi ko kanina, pag asset, ano yung normal balance? It's debit. So, mag-i-increase siya pag i-debit natin at magdi-decrease siya pag i-credit natin. Liability, normal balance is credit. So, mag-i-increase siya pag i-credit natin. And then, magdi-decrease naman pag debit. Sa capital, pag mag-increase yung capital natin, ay i-credit natin. And then, pag mag-decrease naman, yun na yung drawing, which is debit. So, yun lang yun. So, next is revenue. Normal balance of revenue would be, that is credit. So, pag mag-increase yung revenue, i-credit natin. At pag mag-decrease siya, i-debit natin. And then, sa expense, ito yung mga bayarin. Pag mag-increase yung mga bayarin natin, yung expenses, ano yung normal balance? It's the debit. At yung pag mag-decrease naman, i-credit natin. Okay, let's try analyzing transactions. So, number 1 is purchase equipment on cash basis. So, ano yung value received natin? Ano yung natanggap ng company or yung business? Yung equipment. Diba? So, yung equipment. So, nag-increase yung equipment and then ano naman yung kapalit ng equipment? Value parted with would be the cash. So, nag-decrease yung cash natin. So, we debit equipment because that is an asset kasi nag-increase yung equipment and then we credit cash kasi bumaba yung asset natin na cash. So, i-credit natin. Next would be paid all accounts to J Business. So, meaning, meron siyang utang or paid all accounts to J Business. So, meron siyang utang noon. So, value received, of course, mababawasan yung utang mo. Value parted with is cash. Kasi nga, nagbayad ka ng utang mo. So, gagamit mo yung pambayad. Hindi yung cash na pambayad. So, debit, accounts payable, and credit, cash. Bakit debit yung accounts payable? Kasi nabawasan. Ano yung normal balance ng accounts payable, which is a liability, is credit. So, pag bawasan mo yung accounts payable, i-debit mo. The same way as the cash. Ano yung normal balance niya? It's debit. Pero pag babawasan mo, i-credit mo siya kasi yun yung against sa normal balance niya, which is credit. Next is invested cash in the business. So, ano yung value received? Yung cash, di ba? So, na-receive ka ng cash. Ano yung kapalit ng cash? Merong siya capital. So, merong capital C yung nag-invest. So, debit, cash, credit, capital. Next is receive payments from customers. Ano yung na-receive natin? Payments. So, anong pambabayad nila? So, value received would be cash. And then, ano yung kapalit ng cash natin? Of course, the revenue. Nag-offer tayo ng services sa kanila. So, meron tayong tinatawag na revenue. So, debit, cash, and then credit, revenue. And then next would be paid rent for the month of June. So, value received would be the rent, expense, and then value parted with would be the cash. So, debit, rent expense, and then credit, cash. Okay, let's go now to journalizing. So, prepare journal entries to record basic business transactions. Right? So, purchase of supplies worth 50,000 on September. Value received would be the office supplies. And the value parted with would be the cash. So, ito yung journal entry niya. So, date September 1, debit office supplies 50,000 and credit cash 50,000. So, explanation to record the purchase of office supplies. Next is paid rent amounting to 2,000. So, ano yung received? That is the rent expense, and then value parted with is the cash. Then, nagbayad tayo ng cash. So, ito yung journal entry. Rent expense 2,000, credit cash 2,000. So, to record the payment of rent. Next, September 4, receive payments from customers amounting to 18,000. So, ano yung na-receive natin? So, it's cash. Anong kapalit ng cash? It's the revenue or the services that we have rendered to them. So, ito yung journal entry. So, debit cash 18,000, credit revenue 18,000 to record the receipt of customers' payment. September 7, purchase tools and account for 7,000. So, ano yung na-receive ng company or ng business? Yung tools, which is an asset. And then, anong kapalit ng tools? Of course, an account. Pag an account, meaning inutang mo, hindi mo pa binabayaran. So, meron kang accounts payable or utang. So, debit, tools, 7,000, credit, accounts payable. That should be 7,000. Hindi ko na-edit, sorry. So, credit, accounts payable, 7,000 dapat yan. So, to record the purchase of tools and account. Okay, next is September 10, paid half of the account on September 7. So, value received, of course, nabawasan yung utang mo. So, accounts payable. And then, value parted with would be cash. Kasi nagbayad ka ng cash. Ilan yung utang mo nung September 7? Tingnan nga natin. It's 7,000. So, tingnan natin. Oops. Half. So, half of 7,000, that would be 3,500. So, debit accounts payable, 3,500. Credit cash, 3,500. So, to record the initial payment of accounts. Okay, let's have mystery box. So, meron tayong 7 letters here. A, C, C, O, U, and T. So, pili tayo. Okay, so, piliin natin yung O. Okay, paid rental for the month amounting to 3,500. Mag-answer muna kayo. Then, I'll give you the answer mamaya. Okay, next. Letter T. Purchase supplies and account 10,000. Okay, answer. And then, next would be C. Render service to X company for 15,000 and receive cash payment on same day. Next, Build Maria company for services rendered 23,000. Okay, next. C. Paid accounts to marine company amounting to 5,000. Next, U. Let's go to U. Collected accounts receivable from Y company amounting to 30,000. Okay, next. Last, N. Paid salaries of staff 7,000. Okay, so you may check your answer mamaya. So,
bibigay ko na lang yung answers. Okay, so let's go. Yung mga answers, ito na po. So, billed Maria Company for services rendered 23,000. Okay, so debit accounts receivable 23,000, credit service revenue 23,000. Bakit? Kasi billed meaning binigay mo lang yung babayaran niya, hindi mo pa na-collect yung payment. Next, paid accounts to marine company amounting to 5,000. So, nagbayad ka ng utang, debit accounts payable 5,000, credit cash 5,000. Next, rendered service to X company for 15,000 and receive cash payment on same date. So, i-debit natin ay cash 15,000, credit service revenue 15,000. Next, paid rental for the month amounting to 3,500. So, the-debit natin rent expense 3,500, credit cash 3,500. Next, collected accounts receivable from Y company amounting to 30,000. So, debit cash 30,000 and credit accounts receivable kasi na-receive mo na yung mga pautang mo. So, debit cash, credit accounts receivable. And paid salaries of staff 7,000. So, ano yung binayaran? It's the salaries expense 7,000 and nabawasan yung cash na 7,000. So, debit service, salaries expense rather, 7,000 and then credit cash, 7,000. And last is purchase supplies an account, 10,000. So, pag an account, meaning inutang mo. So, debit supplies, 10,000, credit accounts payable, 10,000. So, yun lang yung concepts na itinuro ko sa inyo ngayon. So, sana matandaan nyo yung mga concepts. Okay, so ito na. So, ito yung gagawin nyo. So, you will have an assessment wherein you're going to answer the Google form about journalizing. So, but last, answer first this HATS question. Why do we need to journalize the transactions in the general journal? And then next would be why do we need to classify those transactions in the general ledger? So try to answer those questions. And of course, do not forget to answer yung assessment natin, which is seen on the screen, yung link niya. So, that is a Google form. So, you may answer it. And then, titingnan ko na lang kung tama o mali yung mga ginawa nyong transactions or yung mga ginawa nyong pag-journalize. So, that's all for today. Thank you very much at have a good day sa inyong lahat.